Hi, this is Riaz from Networks Learning. Welcome to Cisco Next Generation Firewall Training. In my previous videos, I have covered a lot of things and a lot of policies, access control policies, security intelligence, DNS, pre-filter policy, and quality of service, NAT. Now in this video, we will take a look at how we can discover the network resources via FMC in our network. So, network discovery policy, it is a detection mechanism designed for collection of network data, running applications, hosts, users. Uh, discovered data is used by the FTD features, that is firepower recommendations. You, works by passively analyzing traffic transversing the FTD. So traffic blocked by pre-filtering or access control policy rule is not subject to analysis. The purpose is to discover the network devices, users, hosts, and other servers, operating systems uh, for which the traffic is transversing via the FTD firewall. So we have configured policies in my that I have configured policies in previous sessions, and you can see over here the graphical user dashboards and the representation of the traffic applications and protocols that the traffic for the traffic is being routed via firewall, and firewall is detecting these applications against the configured rules, against the configured security intelligence features, policies, and you can see over here we have also implemented the quality of service, we have implemented NAT, and you can have a brief lookup about what you have implemented on the managed device from the device and device management, and at the device information you can check which policies are being applied on your managed device. So over here we can see that we have a health policy of RGS health policy. In health policy we define certain parameters that what we want to monitor and what we do not need to monitor. And applied policies, you can see over here I have a campus ACP, RGS campus ACP. Inside ACP we have configured security intelligence, and we have configured URL filtering, DNS filtering, pre-filter policy. Pre-filter policy is RGS pre-filter policy applied on this managed device, and we have a DNS policy as well, we have NAT policy as well, we have platform settings, and we have a quality of service policy as well. So these are the policies that help FTD to take action based on our policies to the transversing traffic inside the FTD. Network discovery policy comes under policies, and this is the main tab of access control, then intrusion, malware, DNS identity, pre-filter, and here we have the network discovery policy. So default network discovery policy contains all IPv4 and all IPv6 addresses, and it is a default policy. You can see over here. Discover, the action is discover only applications. So you can have multiple rules and discover. You can discover hosts, discover users or applications as well. So you can discover or you can exclude the networks from discovery as well. By default, the rule is applied to discover all IPv4, IPv6 applications. Discover applications in actions section. You can see the applications is over here. But we can discover hosts. We can discover users as well. So when FTD when the traffic is transversing from FTD, the FTD will have a look on it, and The network discovery policy will impose certain actions over the traffic, and it will fetch the information that we want to fetch, and we want to have clarity and visibility about the applications, about the users, about the operating systems, about the devices that are being running on the network. So we will configure a simple rule inside policies and network discovery, and we will call our LAN subnet, which is in this case is our IT subnet, and we will discover hosts and users and applications on this subnet. So I have already added the IT subnet is already added in object groups. So I will put it over here, and I can also put my inside network, inside subnet. I can also put my outside firewall subnet, and I can also put some kind of my physical network. I can add over here physical network as well. So FTD will discover networks, users, applications, host on these provided subnets. The action is discover. You can configure zones as well, inside outside zones, port exclusion. You can also exclude the networks as well as ports that you don't want to discover data on them. So I don't want to exclude anything. I just want to discover each and everything on my network. So the action is discover, and host, users, applications all will be discovered. Here you can see IT subnet, IT inside subnet, IT subnet, outside subnet, both zones, inside, outside, source, port exclusion, none, destination, none, and action is discover host, users, and applications. So let me deploy this policy, and once it's deployed, you will see the details about host, users, and applications on the network. Once it's deployed, we will initiate some kind of traffic from our LAN machine so that FTD can fetch the information regarding this policy that we have applied. Since the deployment is completed, and we can now initiate some kind of traffic from our LAN machine, and let me check with the configured policy, network discovery, and so this is our policy. So going back to the LAN machine over here, at LAN machine we can now initiate some traffic so that it can be monitored by firewall, and firewall can record some kind of information about the host, applications, and users for in its local database. Initiate some kind of ping response as well. Facebook won't be we will not get any response from facebook.com and ICMP because it is blocked at domain level. Not at domain level, but social media category is blocked at FTD. So you can see over here I have initiated some traffic from my LAN machine, and we can check it at analysis, host. We have a separate tab for host in the analysis, and you can see over here it has discovered 10.12, 10.12.1, 10.12.1.100 IP IP address and host. Let me initiate some traffic from one of my router that is connected on the machine. This is C36. So it will also discover 10.12.1.50 as well. On my router I have an IP address of 12.1.1.50. So network devices, hosts, mobile devices all will be discovered over here. Let me check with this one. You can see the quantity is 2 now. From 1 it is incremented to 2 until when I click on 10.12.1.50 I should see details about it. So its IP address is this, its device name is this, device on which it is discovered, MAC address, type, last seen. You can also see in Context Explorer connection events, intrusion events, file events, malware events as well. And we have a Windows machine with an IP address 10.12.1.100, and let's see what information it has collected about this device. So its host, last seen, MAC address and operating system. It has discovered that it's a Windows operating system from Microsoft. And current applications which are running over here are HTTP, HTTPS. Host protocols, ICMP, TCP, UDP, network vulnerabilities. You can see there are a lot of vulnerabilities that it has detected over my lane machine. So it's quite a dangerous thing that I have a lot of vulnerabilities over there. So this is quite a interesting thing. And when you deploy FTD on your network, you can have visibility about each and everything on your network. So this is a good policy about network discovery. You can see over here vulnerabilities, host attributes as well, application protocols. You can see over here not evaluated. We have application protocols, and these are some of the advantages of configuring the network discovery policy. So in connection table, let me show you another advantage of these configuring this policy. In connection events, you can directly see the client information or the IP information. You can see over here initiate RP10.12.1.100. When I click on this icon, it will give me the details about the host information. You can see over here as well. When I click on 10.12.1.50, so it will also give me the information about it. So that's how you can configure network discovery policy on your network. And in main dashboard, we will also have a look on different applications, different data, and application visibility and control, protocols, and users traffic, and application categories, business relevance. All these are provided to you by FTD, operating systems, traffic by users. So you can see over here we have a quite in-depth and granular visibility over the network. Then we have threats. In threats we have a DNS threat entry that we created and tested in our lab environment. And we have intrusion events. Since I have not configured any intrusion policy now, you can't see any data over here. Then we have status of the managed device. You can see over here. Then we have geolocation and quality of service. We have implemented quality of service policy as well, and you can see over here. its results. So that's all for now. We will meet in next video with another lab. Thank you so much for watching my videos.